The Open Championship has a history littered with rising amateur golfers announcing themselves on the professional stage. This year it was the turn of local lad Sam Locke, who became the first Scot to win the silver medal in 13 years. I caught up with him before his opening tee shot to find out how he was feeling. Sam, it's great to see you here teeing it up at your first Open Championship. Just how does it feel to be here at Carnoustie with the best players in the world?
Yeah, it's brilliant, obviously. Playing it for my first time at 19 years old is pretty cool, and staying at home as well, which is nice. And obviously, yeah, you're trying to soak it all up at the minute, enjoying it all, and but then come Thursday, you know, you've got to be ready to go and play it as a normal tournament.
Well, Paul Lawrie, obviously a former champion here at Carnoustie, he's been mentoring you this week. How long have you been working with Paul, and what's your relationship?
I was in his foundation since I was about 13 or 14, so I've done a lot of work with him with short game and things like that, and course management and everything. And obviously this week he came down and helped me, so he walked around with me on Monday, and we just tried to develop a plan that suited me, because obviously there's strengths and weaknesses to my game that, you know, are perhaps different to his, so we're trying to develop a game plan that suits me to score the best that I can, and that's kind of what we did.
And in terms of preparing you mentally and emotionally for the week, is there anything that he's told you specifically that's helped?
You know, try and enjoy it, but at the same time, you know, you're here to play a tournament. You know, obviously a lot of the crowd will have a lot of support down with me, but you've got to focus on playing, you know, your round and not the crowd, if you get what I mean. But which is obviously going to be, it's a new experience for me, so you've got to, you learn a lot this week, but just kind of that, make sure you focus on playing.
Speaking of the crowd, I know you said you're staying at home, which means I imagine you've got quite the number of family members watching you this week.
Yes, I do, yes. Closer family, obviously, are kind of coming in behind the ropes as well, but
yeah,
a lot of friends coming down, family up from, I live in Stonehaven, just up near Aberdeen, so a lot of my friends and family coming, which is nice. And
just finally, after the Open, what's your plan in terms of turning pro and things?
Obviously, it depends how I do. If things go really well, then you probably, you know, you need to think about turning pro, but the plan before I qualified was to try and get the Walker Cup next year.
Yeah.
So obviously then stay amateur, but again, depends how this week goes.
And the week went as well as Sam could have hoped. With his father Andrew, a PGA professional who's his long-time swing coach caddying for him, Locke was the only amateur to make the cut and then announced he was turning pro. Before the Open, Sam served in the coffee shop at the Paul Lawrie Foundation's base in Aberdeen when he wasn't working on his game. Anna caught up with him straight after his final round at Carnoustie to find out what comes next.
Well, Sam, what an unbelievable 4 days you have just had. 2018 Open Championship silver medalist. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels great. I've really enjoyed the week. I was glad, you know, to qualify, and to win the qualifier was really good, but to come away with making the cut as well, my first major, and obviously getting the silver medal too, it's a good feeling, yeah.
Yeah, and of course the last man to win the silver medal here at Carnoustie was Rory McIlroy. When you look at something like that and the career that he's had over the years since then, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's nice to know you're in the company of some big names, and hopefully if I can just keep doing what I'm doing, working hard and giving it everything I've got, then hopefully we'll have a career like what they have.
Yeah, and finishing a silver medalist, what have you learned about your game and yourself and the test that you've had here at Carnoustie?
I've learned more about how to deal with everything. It doesn't get bigger than this, and for it to be my first big pro event, and for it to be the Open and make the cut and things, you know, I'm pretty pleased with myself, to be honest. But I've learned more how to deal with you know, all the media and the fans coming down, and but it's fun. I mean, you're meant to go and have fun out there and enjoy it all, and I was.
Good stuff. And so now, is it back to the coffee shop pouring coffees? Surely not.
I know, but
when's your next shift?
I'm rotated on to work Tuesday, Wednesday, so we'll see.
Back to reality.
Yeah, exactly. Back down to earth.
Well, Sam, thank you so much. Congratulations once again. A brilliant debut Open Championship. Thank you.
Perfect. Appreciate it. Thanks.